Okay, welcome to the next show. This is show number 2. Gosh, right, okay, so 2 hours between shows is really too little, to be honest. Anyway, let's get this show on the road, I think. Let's just get rid of that. Okay, so hang on. There we go. Sorry. Okay, so I'm having to do this full screen because I can't get my other browser to happen, but I'll try and make the image as big as I can. The little thing on the side is the OBS broadcasting software, so just try and ignore that. So let me just think that I've got everything all right. Right, so the music's quiet enough. I'm there. You can see the screen. I think we're all good to go. Yes, we are. Okay, so welcome to show number 2 of Convertri 2 for 5. A different demo of Convertri every 2 hours for 5 days while the launch is on. Blimey. I'm Peter Buick. I don't know how many of these I'll be able to do, but let's find out. Let's make sure my microphone is in the right place this time. That'd be good. So this is this show, and the next one will be in another 2 hours. So probably 9:30 UK, 4:30 New York time. Sorry, and if it's on YouTube, it might be. I haven't worked that out yet. It'd be on the hour in between. So I think I can't remember. I need to work that out. But anyway, if it's on YouTube, you'll see it on my channel. Which I'll link to in this same place on Webinar Rockstars on Facebook. So basically still go to Webinar Rockstars on Facebook, so facebook.com/Webinar Rockstars, and I'll link to the YouTube live show there as well, so you can find it easily. Anyway, okay, so in this show, so in the last show we did an overview of the templates and how to do page share between funnels and between users and all that sort of thing. This show is the one with the lovely little red circle, portrayed by my lovely friend, the lovely red circle, which I will call her the lovely red circle. How about that? Anyway, this show is about design blocks and customization. Okay, so there we go. Let's get straight into it. So I showed you. Let me just think what I want to do about that. Yeah, so I'm going to cheat a little bit. So I showed you last time how to share pages, so I'm just going to copy that one down into my notepad. So I basically want to duplicate this one here, but there isn't a super easy way of doing that I know of at the moment. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to go back here and where are we, that one, and I'm just going to do the import entry thing again. Okay, and I put the short code into there. It will churn away. Let me just, while it turns around, and make sure you can see everything. Yeah, I think you can. Let's check it. You can hear me, because that'd be, yeah, that looks like you can hear me. And you can see it's actually imported a copy of the same page. Okay, that's the original one. Here's the copy. Okay, of the same page into that funnel, right? So that's great. So let's just rename that. And let's call that demo copy 3, yeah, 3, something like that. Okay, so it's going to look the same as this one. It just means that I've got this one intact, so I can show you, how it started. So, because I'm going to modify the hell out of it now to make it look like this one, but I don't want to just show you this one and go, there it is, here's one I preferred earlier. I want to show you actually, what's involved, how it's possible, that sort of thing. So there's my copy. Anyway, you saw how easy it was to copy it. Just put the shortcode in, and there we are. Right, so this is the original file. This is the template that comes with, what does it come with? Oh, with Convertri. Okay, blimey, I've run out of time very quickly here. So, spelling mistake. Loverly. Excellent. Right, so what I showed you in my, the one that I prepared earlier, was that basically I made some room here, and everything happens. How do we do that? So one of the great things about Convertri obviously is that you can just pick stuff up and drag it about. Okay, but what isn't obvious on the screen is that you can hold the shift key down and move everything down in one go. So look at that, I've made a load of room. Okay, in fact, let's take it down to there. Okay, and then we can do what we want to do. Again, remember, if you make a mistake, you've got multiple levels of undo. So to take that back. So there we go. So now I've got some room to do some stuff. Yeah, we've done it. So I'm just going to save that there, and I'm going to preview it, and I'm just going to show you. So this is the first time I've used this page, so I have to, name it. Oops. Of course I can't type live on air. Of course not. Oh my good heavens. There we go. No, that wasn't quite what I meant. That's what I meant. No, it doesn't want to do that. Okay, right, I'll just do that. Right, so let's publish that. So now we've named it once, we won't have to name it again. So it's just saving away, and we can preview it, and there it is. There's the page, all nicely beautiful waiting for us. And there's that great big space, and everything is pushed down. The page length is pushed down. Everything is pushed down, and that's absolutely brilliant. But our header stayed at the top, and we've got this nice little thing at the top again to keep their interest up there. So let's get rid of that. So what I want to do is I want to put a thing here. So the basic thing, the logic behind this is basically if they come to this kind of page, okay, you're offering them one thing, and if they like the one thing, then maybe they will take the action. And obviously people are trying to be proactive and making the action above the fold so that they can do it, and if they want this gift enough, maybe they will, maybe they won't. Okay, so just aesthetically I want to just line that up with that, and you can see that I can just do that and the little purple lines come up and it aligns beautifully. And again, I want the bottom of that to align to the bottom of that, and I want that to align to that, and you can just see how it aligns. Now that should line up, but it doesn't actually visually look like it does, and I'm going to take it up to there, and I'm just going to put a little bit of space there. But you can see you've got the lines to help you, you've got the snap to help you, all that kind of thing. So that's a little bit more tidy, maybe. So the problem is that they're only, if they want this thing enough, obviously this picture doesn't explain and the title doesn't explain what's going on enough, then maybe they'll fill it in. And then if they don't, or even if they do, maybe they'll skim down and they'll think, can I trust this guy, do I really want this? And then you've got your social proof down here and all that sort of stuff, and maybe that'll work. Okay, but the point is that what could we do to make them want it a little bit more? And what if they don't want the main thing, or how can we sell the main thing? So maybe this is a report on dog training, and it covers all the beginning of dog training. Let me just take a drink, sorry. There we go. It's only fruit juice, so I won't be singing by the end of this, I hope. Well, I might be, who knows, I may have gone insane. How can we sell this thing down here more in this space up here? Okay, so obviously we could put a video there. Trouble with videos is that people have to stay and watch them for however long the video is, and if they don't like the sound of your voice or something, or you're waffling like I often do and you don't get to the point, then maybe they're going to tune out before they hear the good bit. Same with the slideshow thing, very popular, these great big slider things, but they have to wait for the slider to come across. Oh dear, what can we do? Well, my solution is very simple. This is a very good little thing. If nothing else, bear this in mind. So what the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to make a little panel. I should probably move that out of the way a little bit, but I'll leave it there for a minute. Now obviously we can, well not obviously, but we can restyle. Sorry, I shouldn't say obviously, I'm really trying to get out of the habit of doing that. We can make this a different colour. Actually I'm going to stick to my colours there. That's the first thing. So that's called a panel, so I probably never explain what these are. So the text object is obvious, the image object is obvious, but this thing called panel is not so obvious. And a panel is basically just a container, and it can be invisible, in transparent. It can be transparent. You can also style them in lots of different ways. I'm going to style the next one, not this one. And you can make them transparent or completely transparent, but I'm going to stick I can't remember. No, I'll make it slightly transparent actually. So let me just make that one slightly transparent. So when we go to the color picker, as well as the actual color, the base color and the shade of the color, you've also got this slider down here, which is the transparency. Okay, we can just bring that down to make it to wherever what looks right, that it's transparent enough, but that it's a background enough. Okay, so let's say we want to do that. Now what I want to do is I want to add you know, a little, you know, well, I'll add a headline to it because I probably want to do that. Okay, and you know, as we go through this, I'll think of the actual, you know, reasons that I actually want to put for real. But for now, I'm just going to put some fake copy, and let's just make that tad bigger. So it's just, you know, if you can write an email, you can use the editor. I mean, that's basically how easy it is. You've got all your normal bold and all that kind of stuff over here as well. There we go. I can center it, all that kind of thing. But right before I just put that on there, I actually want another panel so that I can get a kind of a border, you know, a heading border up here. Okay, much like they've done on the page here. You know, they put that orange background up there to kind of, you know, section it and frame it and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I don't want it to be that colour. So again, it's selected. So I just do properties, call up my colour picker, and let's go for, let's just stick in that sort of range. I could even do red actually, but I'll stick to that. So I mean, again, you know, we all have different tastes and colours and whatever, but you know, the beautiful thing about this is it's so easy to, you know, change that you can do what you like. Now, so that's good. So that's the first time that's happened. So because I added this panel last, it's actually at the front. Okay, so all I need to do is I can just select whatever object I want. In this case, it's the text. And over this side, you've got all these other widgets. So one of them is send it back, and one of them is bring forward. So now you can see that. You see the text frame's done that. The other one, send it back, bring to front, center align, which is the whole frame, which is a very nice feature. Use that a lot. Make it full width, which makes it go all across the page. And delete the object, and then that's your desktop view and your browser view. We'll do mobile view the very last because yeah, we want everything else in place first, and you know, I want to show you that you know, last. So we also want this text to be a different colour. So again, colour picker. I'm just going to stick to white just for the sake of it, and there we go. So yeah, that's our reason one. And then maybe what I want is we want yeah, a little image. Okay, and there's a very neat little thing coming up here in a minute. So let's say that yeah, I've got a series of this girl X on. Let's say this is a fitness page. Let's yeah, let's do that one. In it goes. Just give it a second because it's a huge unoptimized image, and I'll just bring the frame in while I'm waiting because I know it will get there. And let's say yeah, we'll put it there. And let's say that we want another little text explanation here. Let's bring that down a little bit. Okay, and I'll make that a bit stronger. I'll find out where that image went in just 1 second. Let's make that 3. Okay, I'm being quite careful to get the frames. See these little ant containers around this, you know, around inside the this purple background, because the purple background is basically a container, but it's actually letting me use it as a group. So now I've got that, I can actually move it about and do what I want to. Okay, so picture is there. I don't quite know where it went. Let's just go to properties and just call it again. Should have gone in. I don't quite know why it hasn't. Unless I've done something funny. Oh, I've done something funny with that. Hang on. Let's just make sure. Let's make sure it's in front as well. Okay, let me just use a different image instead. I don't know why it should matter. Okay, I'm not quite sure that's all we so let me just get rid of that and do it again. This is live, things can go wrong. Let's just bring that in again. Okay, let's try her again. Okay, I don't know why that isn't going in. Anyway, we'll gloss over that for a minute. Okay, I'll actually just make it colour just so we remember it's there. I'm going to have to take that off in a minute. Anyway, so that's it. Yeah, we've done that. reason. As I say, we'll work out why the picture isn't there in a minute. And now we've got a little thing, and that can actually be one of the reasons why this is important. So actually, I said we did dogs and now I'm doing fitness, but let's I should have had 3 pictures of 3 puppies or something, but let's in fact I'll do that. I'm going to go and get an image of some puppies whilst we're off air. But anyway, so this is going to be a picture of a puppy. So it could be obviously we wouldn't use this, isn't copy. I'm just doing it live. So it might be a betterly phrased version of does your dog poop on your carpet? And then it might be a picture of that. Okay, and then we might have get down there, a little button. So let's bring in. So we can use lots of things as a button. We could create a panel. We could just create a bit of text. I'll just use a bit of text for ease for the moment, I think. Again, we would come up with a proper thing here. Let's actually, sorry, it's not the font I want to change. That's the size. So let's say 18 or something. So I don't know. It's selected, of course. Let's make it 20. Is it? Upset me. Let's just make that yellow because we're probably going to have to end up having it yellow. Okay, and then I'm going to go to properties. This is on the text object, and at the moment it's transparent. So what I'm going to do to make it a button is I'm going to make it that kind of red. Okay, let's make it a bit more buttony looking. Okay, as I say, this isn't copy, and again I just want to line that up a little bit better. There we go. Let's just maybe make that there. And A, I'm going to make that button, but B, one of the cool things we can do with this is we can do the border radius. So I'm just going to try 30. Yeah, so I'm just going to see if I can make it more buttony looking. So I just curve the corners. It's a bit horrible, a bit unelegant, but it's at least it looks like a button. Whoops, didn't quite mean that much. 5 will do me. So actually maybe less. Yeah, 20 looks a bit better actually. Okay, but it's really the shape of it that's looking a bit off. So let's just bring that out a bit. Obviously, probably should make that text a bit smaller. I know I actually made it bigger, but anyway. Okay, and then we can reduce the size of our button. Generally. Oops. Something like that. Yeah, that's a lot smaller than it was. Okay, so there we are. Now it's all in one panel. I can pick it up and move it as one blob. So already I think that's starting to look quite good. We're kind of run out of time for this show, but basically I've shown you in this one how to bring everything down in one go. All right. We didn't have to worry about rows and columns, which apparently is abbreviated as crows. Rows and columns becomes crows. That's funny. And now I've showed you how we can add a panel and put stuff on it, and how that now it's a panel. We can use it in one lump and do what we want with it. I'm going to show you something extra cool in the next show. Okay, so that's it. That's what I'm going to do for this show. I'm going to check in just 1 second. I'll just save it and preview it just so you can see that it really is, true. Okay, let's preview that. So there's the web. So you can go to convertri.com/democopy003. I should have probably used better typing. You can see it's right now. That hasn't happened because the browser cache is getting in the way. So I just need to page refresh it, and now you can see it really is there. I haven't made that button yet. I'm going to do that next one. But you can see how everything happens. All my alignment worked. I took off the extra field off the form I didn't want in show 1. You can see the page ends there nicely, and it's all great. So there we go. So I'm going to do more about that in the next one, and we also saw how to duplicate the page just by using the share code to get another copy of it. So my original is still here, which is the one that's not shifted down, so I could show you that to compare if you care to load for me. There we go. And then what I didn't edit it, so I won't save it. And then I duplicated that page, and now I've started doing my edits. And in the next show, I'll take the edits a bit further and show you some other cool stuff. Okay, but the one thing you'll notice, I hope, is that this page is vastly different to the other one. Okay, and that's the point, and that's the beauty of Convertri, is that it's so easy to even take a template and to make it to make it yours just by changing the elements, and B, to make it really yours and in your style by changing actually changing the template. Okay, so there we go. So in the next show, where are we? In the next show, I'm going to do more on the design panel, and it's going to be, I've lost my time now. There we are. The next show is going to be at is that right? Yeah, at 9:30 today, UK time, which I think is 4:30 New York time. Please double check that, because I may have looked that up wrong, but I think it's right. So 9:30 p.m. next show. In other words, in 2 hours, except the show's half an hour long, so in an hour and a half, which really isn't long enough for me to hardly catch my breath. But anyway, I shall see you then. Let me just check the if any questions have come in. I forgot to tell you about that. Hang on. You can go to, where did I put that for a sec? There. You can go to clickjustclick.com/Facebook/FB. Sorry, I was trying to make it easy for you to type. I'll make myself out there. clickjustclick.com/FB. Okay, so it's click and just click. Doesn't have to be in the upcode. I'll just make it easy for you. .com/FB for Facebook. And that should bring up, and that'll be interesting to see if it happens, and if I'm logged in this browser and all sorts of other freaky things. And no doubt Facebook are going to have a kitten now, because they don't know who I am. No, that seemed to work. Okay, so anyway, in the messenger thing, you can you can talk to me down here. It's a very faint box, isn't it? Anyway, that's what didn't bring that up at all. Come in, okay. And I think this is a better place to type and interact and stuff, there. But so clickjustclick.com/FB, and you can comment there. I'm just going to check in the other browser if any questions are coming below below this one. Let me just get that up. Where is it? There it is. I need to change tabs, and okay, so no comments are coming in, but if they have, then then I could answer you. So please comment here or on. Is it still in my clipboard? Yeah, it is. Or on, not. There we go. clickjustclick.com/FB, and the messenger should come up. Okay, so that's it. So that's this show. A little bit over, but I think it's getting quite exciting now. So I shall see you then. So, as we say somewhere, I've no idea where. Bye for now. See you in the next show in about an hour and a half. See you then. Bye.